Hi, my name is Renee Roberts. I was born with cerebral palsy. My most limited functioning is in my legs. And I always wanted to be an athlete. I always considered myself an athlete in my mind. In fact, my mom said, "You were my athlete, your body just didn't cooperate." And that's how I had always felt. About 2 years ago, I took a fall and I went to see my orthopedic surgeon. This is a surgeon that I've had since it's been 20 years. He's been my surgeon, and we went and he looked at my knee, and the doctor's assessment at that time was that it was time for me to spend time in a wheelchair. That my knees couldn't hold up. I had the knees of an 80-year-old plus, and I just needed to suck it up and basically get a wheelchair. I looked at him and I said, no way, no way. About 6 months after this appointment with the doctor, I decided I had to do something, and I wasn't really sure what. But I decided I was going to give myself a gym membership for Christmas, and I was going to try that. And so that's what I did. And I asked at that time, part of what you paid for was a personal trainer, and so I asked for someone who had some background, and I did mention that I had a bad knee and kind of downplayed it, but said, I'd like to have a trainer that could work specifically with my knee, and they assured me they could. And so I started at that point working out 3 times a week, and then it went to 5, and now it's up to 6 times a week. But in that process, as I began to lose weight, my knee got stronger. The trainer that I had was amazing. He focused on building that strength in that knee, and I told him about the wheelchair, and he just said, we'll do everything we can to keep you from that. But he started working with me to do simple things that I had never done before. I'd never been able to climb a flight of stairs without my arms. Never been able to stand up from a chair without pushing with my arms, and couldn't stand for any length of time without leaning on something because I was just too tired. My legs wouldn't hold me up. And all of a sudden I spent a little bit of time in the gym, and I've seen so much growth. And so it made a huge difference in how I felt about myself, and the strength I had in every other area. My life started getting bigger just because I was getting stronger physically. And I saw this episode of The Biggest Loser, and they were doing a triathlon, and these people at this time were 100 pounds plus, some of them overweight still. They had lost a lot of weight, but they were very heavy. And I thought, I could do that. I could do that. I'm a strong swimmer. I'm a slow swimmer, but I'm a strong swimmer. I didn't have a bike at the time, but I decided I was going to go out and buy a bike and try that, because I hadn't ridden a bike probably in 15 years. And then I thought, well, the run part, I'll deal with that later. So I started training for the triathlon, and one day I was in the pool swimming, and I started thinking again about, gosh, what would life have been like if I was younger? And someone had interceded and said, strengthen these muscles, pull, stretch this out. These muscles pull against these ones, and it turns your knees in, and all those things that I was learning now as an adult. What if I had learned those, or my parents had learned those when I was younger? And that's when I had, people say, an aha moment, that's what I wanted. That's the place where I wanted to make a difference for other people. That I didn't want kids to have to wait until they were 44 to be athletic, to feel strong.
Because she is staying alive. Come on, folks, let's give it up for Renee over here across the finish line. tell you, perseverance, dedication, that woman's got soul.
And I knew that that's the place in the world where I wanted to make a difference, that I wanted to give families and kids with disabilities that chance so much earlier than I had it. Now I feel a burden and a responsibility to let other families know, to tell them, to show them what's available for their kids and for them,